Hello everyone, welcome back for another battle, and I'm gonna keep focusing on DreamHack Summer 2011 with another series that I didn't think it got the deserved attention. There was a lot of matches going on, plenty of epic battles, and well, the streams couldn't cover everything, so I'm gonna try to provide you guys with some fresh new content and with some epic matches at the same time. With me casting today, I have my partner in crime. It's Sebastian from GG Vision and Polygon Review, also member and host of GG Rated. How are you, Sebastian?
I am good, Hydra. We are
Oh
Hydrastian,
yeah.
and I'm very happy to be casting this game with you. mTwDIMAGA, the blue Zerg in the top left starting position here at Shakur's Plateau, versus the Russian menace BratOk, the red Terran in the opposite starting position. These players are magnificent, they are Brood War legends, they are StarCraft 2 heroes, and they're both very, very good at what they do. And this took place at DreamHack Summer 2011, as you mentioned, and I was there, but I didn't catch this game, and it's a pleasure to see it and to cast it with you, Hydra, here for your
My
channel.
pleasure. You're more than welcome. I appreciate the help. And I think this is going to be an interesting battle because, I mean, we're talking about DIMAGA, the guy that went to Korea and was actually able to take a win over Nesty on a ZVZ, something that he wasn't beatable at till that moment. So respect for DIMAGA. He's a solid Zerg player here on the European side of the StarCraft 2 community. And BratOk.
Respect.
BratOk, I mean, he's very experienced. World Cyber Gamer. He already played there in the past. And quite a solid Terran player, a big menace from Russia. So hopefully this is going to be a nice Russia versus Ukraine battle, and hopefully we're going to see some epic battles ensuing here, some intense matchup, and a big face-off between two of the Eastern European countries currently duking it out and being on top of the game on StarCraft 2.
Indeed, and these players, they are famous for their overall skill, but more so for their ingenuity. I have a beautiful cast with TLO actually as a guest caster on my channel, where we see BratOk go for quick ghosts with nuke versus Mondragon on Scrap Station, and DIMAGA, he has innumerable not just great victories behind him, but those kind of unorthodox things that we think of when we say Spanishiva. He can do crazy stuff like that, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something utterly unorthodox being thrown at BratOk by DIMAGA in this match.
For now the opening is fairly standard. He went for hatch first, now taking care of his spawning pool, almost finished. He needs to get some units out so he can put away this pesky SEV that keeps coming back and forth onto his base and trying to take notes of everything going on here. He needs to take him out, so he wants to progress and evolve on his build. While on BratOk's side, we do see that he has the barracks, followed by a factory, and we already have a reactor getting attached to the barracks. So I wonder if you're going to have a switch here, and maybe he's going to go for a lot of Hellions to apply the pressure on DIMAGA. Hellions are so effective against Zerg players. They roast everything moving on those mineral lines, and might be the way that BratOk is heading at the moment.
Indeed, we've seen a quite clear trend where the standard Terran infantry has been somewhat supplemented by a lot of early Hellions, and then transitioning into siege tank mech builds. So turning into a bit more biomech does CVT lately. It's an ongoing trend, I would say. But we'll have to see how BratOk plays it. He's the kind of guy who tends to really go all in and all the way and across the boundaries with whatever he does. It's not the mellow standard thing that is supposed to work the best. It's quite all or nothing, hammer and the anvil. So we'll just have to see two Hellions being now pumped out of that reactor-powered Hellion, and we see one spine crawler up as defense at DIMAGA's expansion.
Yeah, and notice on the main base from DIMAGA is trying to tech fast. He's getting his lair tech already, and apparently trying to establish some static defenses on front of his natural expo. Obviously, he saw with the Zergling that he had on front of the ramp that gives access to the main base of BratOk, he saw those Hellions coming out, so this spine crawler will be a counter to just try to start poking at those Hellions. But meanwhile, we have BratOk just massing up a nice count of Hellions on the middle of the map. We're already on 4. I do see more coming out, and inside his main base we already have 2 barracks, both of them with tech labs, taking care of the upgrades and putting out a nice Marauder count. He's already now at the moment at 6 minutes and 40 on 3 Marauders, 5 Aliens, 2 Marines. And he's just messing up quite a solid army. I don't see signs of him getting more workers, so this might be an indication that he's going to prepare himself to make a strong push. We might be seeing some kind of time push along with the upgrades that he's taking care of at the moment. As you can see, there's concussive shells and Stimpack getting researched, and at the same time he's taking control of the map, dominating that middle area with 6 Hellions. If he has the chance of advancing with those Hellions onto DIMAGA's base, it's going to be a massive barbecue.
Indeed, but speaking of massive, what we see from DIMAGA is nothing less than, well, crazy. An infestation pit is up, and we've yet to see what exactly he wants to do with that. Pathogen glands are now on the way, but he's building 3 evolution chambers at his ramp, creating what is something as uncommon as a Zerg tight wall in, and now cancelling 1 Evo chamber and putting a queen there instead. And indeed, the upgrades are all but finished for BratOk. It seems that is his cue for an attack, and I must say, DIMAGA, whatever he's planning, it's probably not going to work against this deadly
Well, I'm
push.
not sure exactly what his plan is. He's trying to tech up really fast. Seems like he wants to go to infestors, to quick infestors. He's taking care of the pathogen glands and getting the first infestors out, but there's a big force from BratOk knocking on his door. Look at them, they're starting to advance onto that ramp, focusing fire on that wall, quite a fragile one actually, and now they're going to be able to snipe that infestation pit even before it finishes the pathogen glands. And we have this massive Terran force climbing up the ramp that gives access to the main base, with DIMAGA just being way too late. Doesn't seem like he's going to be able to handle this pressure. There's a lot of Terran forces here, all of them trying to destroy the measly forces that DIMAGA was able to mass up. There's like 2 infestors and a group of Zerglings that's it. What you think, Sebastian? Is there any chance here for DIMAGA? I don't think so.
No, sadly I can't think that DIMAGA has a snowball's chance in hell to survive this onslaught. They will have to proceed to game 2 in order to see who will come out of this series, but it was a very interesting opening by DIMAGA. I wish we could have seen its continuation, and there we have a GG from the Ukrainian Zerg master. BratOk, he had a deadly push. DIMAGA had an interesting idea. Turned out the deadly push was better.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was expecting BratOk to expand a bit more, try to focus more on his economy, but this push was a deadly push, and DIMAGA might stand a chance if BratOk decided to go for an economy play as well, but well, it didn't, so basically threw a crushing blow onto DIMAGA on the early stages of the game, and it shows how deadly Terran can be in the hands of the right player. So, game done. Hope you guys enjoyed it.